Welcome on Linea Rock program to Anders. Hi, welcome here.
Hello.
For the first time. In June, it's been released the album Sounds of the Playground Fading, the first album without the former member Jesper, right? How was to record the new album without him, and are there particular difference from the past for this?
Well, first off, I mean, we miss our friend Jesper, you know. We never parted ways because we were enemies or musical differences. It's other problems that have been discussed all over the place anyway, so everybody knows. Mm-hmm. Recording the album was great. I mean, musically, me and Björn, we've been writing this album, and
I had a question about this.
You know, we've been doing 9 out of 10 In Flames albums, and we really know how to do it. So that doesn't really change much, to be honest. And who knows? Obviously, it would have been a bit different somehow, but we don't know. I feel anyway this is very much a typical In Flames album, but you know, with somewhat new direction. But if you put it next to our whole catalog, it's just, you know, it's In Flames 2011, and you know, here we are.
Okay, his replacement is Niklas Engelin. That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, that in the past was already playing in the band for a short period. How you thought about him in the first moment, or have you tried to find a new guitarist, a guitar player?
You know, one thing, it's really important that you get along. You know, we are only on stage 1.5 hour, or if we headline, and you know, if we're a support act, we even play shorter set. And so you really need a good guy off stage as well, someone that you can hang out with and have a good time with. And we know Niklas since the early days of the Gothenburg scene in the late 80s. You know, he's always been a friend and always been around the band. And as you mentioned, he's been in the band before. So if he would have said no to us, it would have been really hard to find someone, because it can't just be a super good guitar player. You have to fit in personally as well, since the rest of us know each other really, really well, you know. But when Jesper left on the Essence of a Purpose tour we did, Niklas, you know, jumped in immediately, and we really wanted him to join the band, but we did want to do the album on our own, this one. So maybe next album he will be part of the process, you know. Yeah.
So we can consider Niklas like a permanent member of the band, or in the future, if Jesper want to return after we have resolved your personal problem.
Who knows?
You know. The future
I have no idea. Right now, I mean, Niklas is a member of In Flames. And, you know, that's it.
He's on tour with the band, etc., etc. Perfect. Sounds of the Playground Fading reached the first position in Swedish and German charts. It seems the most melodic album that In Flames ever recorded, with a lot of parts in clean vocals. Do you agree about this?
I always think we've been melodic. I mean, since the very beginning, In Flames are founded on melody and aggression, you know, and the combination. Sure, this is the most clean singing album, but it's still, you know, I feel it has an edge, and it's not like we turned around 180 degrees and done something that is completely different.
It's a natural evolution of the sound.
Yes, I mean, we write what we want to write, and if it becomes more accessible and we get more people into it, then, you know, it is what it is. I'm happy if the fans enjoy what we do, you know.
Right. Sometime behind the choice of the title there is a particular meaning or situation. How was born the idea of Sound of the Playground Fading?
I was playing with the idea that we get a sign that we're gonna die in, you know, so let's say 2 years and 5 years, and we know that for definite. The planet is gonna be destroyed, basically. And how would that make us think? How would we treat each other? Will we change the way we behave between nations, between people, man versus nature, so on, and or will we continue to live like you know, forget tomorrow? We're gonna die anyway, so it doesn't really matter, you know. And I feel people in the Western world, we kind of take and use and abuse that until there's nothing more, and then we go on to the next thing, and we don't really think about the coming generations. Then I use that as a sort of inspiration to write the lyrics, and there's actually a lot of questions on the album, not more than answers, you know. So I just it is a theme through the whole album, but not a concept album. But it has a not a storyline either, but something from the first song, "Sounds of a Playground," to "Liberation." You know, it's every single song has a. It's meant to be in its place on the album.
It's not. We can consider like a concert album.
No. It's not like an Operation Mindcrime
yeah.
or something like that. Yeah. But it's.
Every songs have a story.
Yeah.
Okay. You have told before that you and Bjorn have wrote all the tracks of the album. Had you felt any pressure to responsible of the new life of the In Flames for write all the songs without Jesper?
No, not really. No.
No problem.
No, it's not.
It's natural.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's the when Jesper left us, we lost a friend, you know.
Yeah.
Not the working partner, because it was in the working. It didn't work out. It's just we couldn't work together anymore, and that's what it is, and I don't know, pressure. I guess you have some sort of pressure, but not from an outside perspective. It's more that I want to perform as good as possible. But then it's you cannot think so much. I mean, it's not rocket science what we do. It's music. It's emotions. It's you know, we throw like 10 ideas in the air and then we collect them, you know, and form a song. You know.
Okay. The song "The Attic" seems a break in the album. How was born the idea of this song?
It was necessary to have a song like that in the middle, you know, to give a little breather to the other songs as well, to make them stand out. I don't think a album with 10 fast tracks all the way through doesn't make all the songs really stand out. And "The Attic," I just heard a little guitar riff Björn did, and I said, oh, I have some stuff that I would like to do, something I haven't tried before. So I wrote a little ghost story, and I felt, well, we had this old organ in the studio, and I said, why don't we let the organ play the chorus instead of me singing the chorus? So I just started playing a little sad melody, and there it was.
In Flames now are in tour in Europe. Tonight you play live here in Milan in the Alcatraz place. Together, Noctiferia, I don't know if I pronounce correct, from Slovenia. How was born this bill? You mean before this band?
Yeah, they played with us before, and we. I mean, they were up for touring with us, and we thought, why not? You know, it's for us. It's really cool to bring out bands that are not known and try to give something back to the times when we were unknown, and other bands gave us the support and the help of getting out there.
Yes.
So I think this is really cool.
Are in tour in every date?
They are touring every day on this part of the tour, and then after this we do like a few weeks break and go Russia, and then we come back to do a bigger European headline run, and then we have Incense from Norway, Rise to Remain from UK, Ghost from Sweden, and Trivium from America.
And you stop it before Christmas?
We have a little break at Christmas and then we go out again.
In America the next year?
We probably go back to America and do. I mean, we have a bunch of dates planned. We have almost the whole next year planned out already, so we know what we're gonna do.
Is there a song that you like to sing live more than the other, in particular? Or depend by the situation,
it actually
listener.
It actually depends. I mean, when you just look at your catalog and play the songs that you have played 1 million times, maybe it's not as fun. But when you're in the live situation, some of these songs are the funniest to do and the best feeling. It all depends on the audience reaction, you know. But obviously, we like now to bring out the new stuff that we haven't played that much. But it all depends on the night and the actual moment. That's what I love about playing live. It's never ever the same. Even though they play the same songs, the reaction is it's a little bit different. And
So album by album, I think it's very difficult for a band decide the select of the song for the next tour.
Yeah.
Because you wanna, I think, play some if not all, but some songs of the new album.
Yeah.
But the audience want to hear the classic songs.
Yeah,
So
sure,
it's
sure.
very difficult to put together a select for a tour, and you must cut some songs.
It is hard. I mean, we do have live favorites, and we've seen the audience how they react to certain songs, and it's we try to play a little bit from everything. But yeah, we have 10 albums by now.
Yeah.
To play every single thing that the audience wants, or that we want,
Yeah.
for sure. That would take a few days.
Yeah. Last question. About live show in 2003, you released also an album as a side project, Passenger,
Yeah.
right? That made you play in a European tour together, Moonspell, Poison Black and Lacuna Coil, and you play also in Milan. What memory have you about that experience, if you remember the show here in Italy, and do you think in the future can go out Passenger number 2?
We hope. I mean, now Nicholas is in the band in Flames, so we have more time, to do this. But we'll see. It depends, and it should feel right. I never want to put out something if I don't feel like it. There is no point really. But I remember from that tour.
It's not easy, I think.
No, not easy. I just
Because
I feel being within In Flames. It comes somewhat more responsibility.
Yeah.
With Passengers.
It's
Way more laid back, and
Yeah.
I was like the second from the start, and no pressure whatsoever.
Right.
After us, we had both Moonspell and Lacuna Coil, so it was just a fun rock and roll show, as far as I remember.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you the next year when you
appreciate
come
it.
here again with In Flames or Passenger. I don't know. Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.